Gotta get to the masterclass and run a fucking late. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Another week. What happened last week? Oh, that's right. Beervana. Oh, see, look. Beard's gone now. Oh, I still left the bogan bit. I just got to shave the hair off to finish off the whole bogan ensemble. But yeah, Beervana is over, so the beardy bit has disappeared. Thank God, it was getting itchy and annoying and so just back to the goatee. I said that before, didn't I? Yes, I did, but I'm excited. It's like it's been, I haven't slept. What else happened during Beervana weekend? The SJ Pour bottles were swapped. That's right, that was the deadline. So Thursday night before Beervana, I was frantically getting bottles together so that Jason and Chubby could mule them up to Auckland and Palmerston, and also so that the people flying into Beervana could drop off and pick up and fly away again with their beers. And today I have managed to finish all the packing. So it's taken nearly a week of collecting bottles and putting bottles together, and I added it up. It is 430 kilograms of beer once it was all packed. 660 bottles. And the votes are starting to roll in on the SJ Pour website. So our little blue snail trail is starting to creep its way along. Oh, and while I think of it, congratulations to Tony for winning the EU. He was #1 in the European placing for the SJ Pour. Well done, Tony. Came just after your birthday, so happy birthday as well. Also, Aussie are in. Who are the winners of Aussie? Bear with. James, Cam and Chris, who came 1st, 2nd and 3rd respectively. Well done. Looking forward to seeing your beers getting shipped internationally. Internationally. Enunciate, Paul. Anyway, I'm just tired. Excited. Blown away. Because I've got some beers here. I haven't started reviewing yet, but I may start reviewing after this video. That's why I don't have a beer in my hand, because I want to keep my palate fresh. Because look at these beers. See, I'm sort of getting set up. Here's a glass sitting over here. Computer sitting over there, ready to do some voting. It's my SJ Pour glass. But look at these! I am astounded. Absolutely astounded at the quality of the beer labelling that came through. Because I haven't tasted the beer yet, so I can't say anything about what the beer tastes like. But by the looks of it, Raquel Welsh. Yep, that is great. I love the way that people put labels together in bits and pieces. And bizarre beers. Look at this one. Smoked mushroom. This has, see if we can focus on that, this has 14 species of edible mushrooms smoked with Manuka wood chip. Yeah, far out. Cool stuff. Even some with wax tops. Some of you will recognise some of these bottles here, some of you won't. Look at the artwork on that. Ooh. That is so cool. So much effort has gone into doing the labels for these bottles, and just, you know, putting some time behind it. There's the Tongan Jandals one. Wow. Right. So these have been in the chiller and they've been cooled down, so I may pick a random beer to sample very soon. However, oh, look at that one. That's stunning. Look at that. Good stuff, Simba. However, I'm going to take my time. Over the next 3 weeks or so, I'll be tasting them. Now, most people should have their bottles by now. Some are couriering. There's still a few at work that are getting palmed out, being picked up, drop-off points. But people have already started voting. The people that managed to pick them up on Beervana weekend, they got some votes starting to come in on the website. So I should get a beer out of the fridge. There's a video of Beervana at the end of this, so I just tagged it on. Now I didn't get the chance to do lots and lots of video at Beervana because I was flat out. I was running around all over the place, you know, talking to people, grabbing a beer, grabbing another beer, looking for the beer that I was looking for, and grabbing another beer and talking to somebody else, and running to somebody else, and introducing somebody over here. It's just like a big social mind blow. So I apologise for being short on the old video bits. Also, apologise if I was racing through Beervana and you saw me and you went to wave out or say something to me and I sort of looked at you and a bit dizzy and vague. It's because I was a bit dizzy and vague. I wasn't ignoring you, I was just trying to focus on a beer or something. So, if you need to grab my attention, tackle me. Someone did. Fucking hurt. But I'm sure there'll be lots of other video there, because one of the other reasons I didn't get a chance to video is because some of the people that I share my videos with were there with me. That's right. Chubby from Shadow Beast Brewery. Dino. Wow, Dino came down from Auckland as well. He was a surprise guest, Dino was. And also Jason from Homebrew and Matt from BrewTube Tech. I'm sure if you subscribe to me, you also subscribe to Chubby and Dino and Jason and Matt, and so you'll see some more footage on their channels. Wow, Beervana was different this year. What did they say? How many people went through Beervana? 10,000 people went through Beervana during the weekend. 4 sessions, 4 5-hour sessions. Oh, amazing. I went to the first session and I went to the third session. And the first session was great because it was a Friday afternoon, so there wasn't as many people there as what there was on the Saturday afternoon session. The Saturday afternoon session you could hardly walk. It was like so many people. Which was good because I was hungover on the Saturday afternoon session and I wasn't going too fast anyway. And I'd managed to take my time and taste some specific beers. I was hunting out sours. Sours, like a lot of people are saying, sours are the new IPA. So everybody's starting to brew sours and bits and pieces. So there were lots of interesting sours there. Kiwi fruit sours, Wabi Sabi from Garage Project, the sour on the media brew. There were 20 media brews. That's where people in the media go to one of the breweries and they brew a special little beer for Beervana. The sour beer won it. Congratulations, Shane. It was a wild yeast Horopito. Horopito is a peppery bud. It's yeah, but whew, it was a stunning beer. And it was going so fast that they had to stop the keg pouring just so they could make sure that they still had some for some of the other sessions. We used to have tokens and we used to pay by tokens. This time we had a wristband and we loaded up cash. Caused a little bit of issue on the first session because there wasn't enough cash and there were too many FPOS transactions and the FPOS system went down. So people were waiting for up to 45 minutes to an hour when they got there before they could get money on their wristband, before they could buy a drink. Not good. But they extended the bar opening time to accommodate for that. So that was all good. So it's a learning curve. The best thing about these wristbands that you can get, and as you go bink, to buy a beer, is it gives some really, really good demographics for Beervana for next year. It shows what people were buying, when they were buying it, and in what quantities. So that they can plan next year's Beervana to make sure that the kegs are there for the demand and not there for the lull periods, or put something else on to even out the periods. So it's a really, really good demographic tool to dig into it. Right, anyways, check the camera, make sure it hasn't run out of oomph. Camera's still oomping, so that's all good. The lows of Beervana. The lows of Beervana would be the Australian beers didn't make it. So the Australian beers were in a container and they're on a ship to come across the Tasman to New Zealand. The ship took off, well, set sail. Well, it didn't have a sail, it was a diesel ship, and it broke down. So the ship had to be brought back to Australia, the containers taken off and put onto another ship and sent over. When the ship got to New Zealand and they looked for their container, it was still on the broken down ship. Put it on another ship, get it over here, too late. Couldn't get it here on time. Which was a shame because there were some really exciting Australian beers that we're looking forward to trying. Which is a good thing for Wellington because those beers are in Wellington now and they'll be at Hishigo's. And we'll be drinking them from there. Far out, what a week for Panhead it was. Thursday night, the Brewers Guild Awards of New Zealand, where New Zealand brewers are recognised for the amazing things that they do. Balin's, yay! Bunch of medals for Balin's. Andrew Childs from Behemoth Brewing won a trophy. And gold. Great stuff. Panhead, for their Boss Hog, they took away a trophy and a gold medal. Also for Black Sabbath, they took away a trophy and a gold medal. Townsend Brewery was Champion Brewery of the Year. I'll put a link in my description to the awards and who won what, so you go check them out, because there are some really well-deserved awards in there, and they need to be noticed. So at Beervana, Panhead, as I said last week in my Homebrew Wednesday video, had a tattooist there. If you know Panhead's bottles, they're wonderful bottles that they do. Look at that. All the artwork's done by a tattooist. Name just eludes me at the moment, but I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. So he was there. Now he's one of New Zealand's best tattooists. And so they set up their booth, and you'll see the video at the end showing their tattoo booth and stuff like that. And they were going to do tattoos. And I thought, yes, I'm going to get Panhead under my nipple. But it was the tattooist's actual clients that were already booked in that they were doing the tattoos on. So they weren't taking, oh, I'm going to just drink this and go get a tattoo people. They were booked in people, all that sort of stuff. So that was good. Anybody that was worried about waking up in the morning with Panhead across their forehead or something like that because they drank too much, wasn't going to happen. But they gave away fake tattoos, which is good. So Panhead won the best stand, because their stand was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. So Panhead, great job. Biggest highlight of Beervana was when a guy by the name of Justin tapped me on the shoulder and said, "You're Paul, aren't you?" And I went, "Oh yes I am." And Justin had an Australian accent, and I said, "You're from Australia, aren't you?" And he said, "Oh yes I am." And he's from Bundaberg. And I said, "What brings you to Beervana?" And I did. He saw my Beervana video last year on YouTube, and he said to the wife, "We're going to Beervana next year. This looks like so much fun." So it was so nice, it was so humbling to have him come up to me and say, "Thanks to your video of showing me what Beervana was like, it convinced me to jump on a plane and fly over to New Zealand and come to Beervana for myself." So cheers, Justin. You absolutely made my day. Phenomenal. You blew me away. I think I got a little bit of Justin on video. It was later on, at the end of this. But cheers, Justin. Have yourself another one. Chubby's going to try his first oyster stout.
Cheers, boys. Let's try.
What are you trying?
Oyster stout.
Okay, just make sure. What is it? Hang on. Jason's also filming.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, get back the oyster stout. Mine's bigger. Oh, yours is bigger. Size matters. I could just film from yours.
Yeah. Let's try this out, boys. That's good. I don't taste any sea brine, that's just...
So what's that like? What's that like? Give us a rating, 1 out of 10.
8. 8. That's good. No, that's solid.
Okay, 8 wasn't good enough. Okay. I'm going to put my arm out.
Okie dokie. Excuse me, this just keeps on turning off.
Yeah, I know, they're shocking, eh?
They're really rubbish. They're rubbish.
from
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg. Fuck, I've been to Bundaberg. I went to Bundaberg on my way between Brisbane and Rockhampton. I had to stop in Bundaberg and have a break in the bus.
That's right, so you hiccup on the way.
Like just a walk. Mate, Bundaberg is awesome. I like Bundaberg. Well, look at me. I got black jeans and a black t-shirt. Of course I like Bundaberg and I like Rockhampton. But Justin came over because he saw
The Beervana episode last year. The review you did on it last year sold me the missus. And we booked it in for this year.
You see the fucking tea here? This is the kind of shit that fucking makes me happy about doing the shit that I fucking do. Oh, yeah, awesome. Oh, awesome. I'm just blown away.